Our introduction. We're gonna go right into the world. The views and opinions that are expressed on WMSKOnlineradio.com are those of the guests, hosts, and callers, and not necessarily those of the hosts or advertisers. The show is founded on WMSKOnlineradio.com. It promotes any lifestyle, beliefs, religion, political affiliation, or personal practice. These shows offer entertainment only. Thanks for listening. That's our passion. Yes, they will. What's up, y'all? This is your girl, J. Renee of Hip Hop Humanism and Hip Hop Humanism Radio. Thank you very much for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome. Just glad to have you on. I'm your host, J. Renee. You can connect with me on social media under at the J. Renee. That is TheJayrene. If you are watching, you can see that my millennial in the building is here tonight. I'm so excited. Hello, millennial.
What's up? What's up? I'm a little tired tonight. I had a whole little speech video, but I guess I just said, hey man, say man, it's your girl Poetry Baby. We back with Black, and I just want to say, how you doing? Give me a second, because I had to get that right. My girl told me I'm doing it wrong, so I'm working on it.
You did good, baby. So how can they get in contact with you if they want to link up with you?
You can follow me Instagram, like I said, Poetry Baby. That's POETRY_BAYBE. I can also be found on Facebook under my first and last name, Lanaya Williams. And that's about it. I don't really get into social media right now.
You ain't missing nothing. Social media is a trip. We might talk about how much of a trip social media is in a moment. But tonight, we're going to have a really positive show. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a lot of Black achievements. We're going to be talking a little bit about some Black history. We're going to be promoting some Black businesses and just trying to have a positive night. You know, we know that there's a lot of negative stuff that's going on in that atmosphere, but it's not all negative. We also got a lot of positive stuff going on, a lot of firsts for African Americans. So I definitely can't wait to share that with y'all. If you hear the sound of my voice and you would like to talk to us and give us a call, you definitely can. You give us a call at 570-763-WMSK. That's 570-763-9676. 75. So like I was telling you, tonight we got a lot of positive stuff to talk about. Now some of the stuff ain't all positive, but there is a lot. There's a lot of stuff about our people that you probably don't know. I'm also be talking about melanin. A lot of people don't realize that melanin is our atmosphere is made out of that. So I'm gonna definitely get more into depth about that and share with y'all some of the things that I've been reading. I've been doing a lot of research and stuff. But tonight, one thing that we do here is we do play unsigned artists. So I definitely have some lined up for the other night. I have Kay Walker, I got Descendant MC, I got Hayes Power in general. I got some artists from Australia. I have, I think I said Poet Deep. I'm not really sure. Oh, I did. So we got Poet Deep. He's a Baltimore native. We got Tone KGB Capone. We're gonna play a couple of his songs tonight. So it's gonna be a good night, some good music, and it's Thursday. So something that we just started new is Throwback Thursday. So I do have some old school jams lined up for y'all. I'll play a little MC Lights and Credit Mac. Some things like that. What song you said you wanted to hear? Tupac. Okay, and we're gonna play some pop. I can't believe I forgot that. Yo, I used to have this pop, like a little mini pop session. Okay, I really was into Tupac. I was into Tupac so much that my best friend Devonna doesn't even like him anymore. Like that's how much I played him. Like she's just over the whole Tupac experience. But I mean, he helped me grow up. What I can ask you this. So Tupac was one of the artists that is one of my favorites from growing up. So when it comes to you, when it comes to rap music, do you have any favorites or did you have any like growing up?
I don't really feel like I had a favorite. I feel like I was just diverse in all types of music. I can't really say I listened to just rap. It's like you had me listening to a little poetry. We had some Lauryn Hill in there.
Yeah, you gotta be
Akon.
Our people make so much good music, you know what I mean?
They don't just make one kind.
Yeah, I definitely played a lot more. Like I played rap music, but I was a lot more into R&B and stuff like that. With our Uncle Steven, he always like played rap music. Like I don't remember a time he wasn't playing rap music. Like that was his thing. I got all of our R&B stuff from mom, from my mother, and then like the old school stuff is grandma, of course, and then I got my love of blues. That's from grandpa.
That's what we call rhymes, just jazz. No words.
Getting it though, that jazz was getting it. But we'll talk a little bit more about that. But like I said, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play some music for y'all that the independent artists shine. After that, we're gonna come back and talk a little bit about some of the great positive things that African Americans are doing in the atmosphere and the community. And then we're gonna pay some bills. So y'all stick with us like we stick with you. Like I said, if you want to give us a call, you most definitely can at 570-763 WMSK. That's 570-763-9675. So make sure y'all stay with us tonight, and I will be back to holler at you shortly. So now I ain't gonna just stop like that. Right.
We are really interrupted.
Why did you do that? And I don't hear anything. That was weird. But okay. Okay, so you said Tupac, right? Keep your head up. Mm-hmm. You gotta keep your head up. So much and so little time. Yes, my oldest.
Nelson.
I was never going to oldest.
Remember that's that.
What is that? Hold on one I didn't know. Little mama and daughter or something.
Very gentle.
He's back in the restaurant. What I heard. And Mark know he won't take it. That's not cool. When in doubt, play Wu-Tang, right? That's what Jay said. I think I agree with you.
Got this gang of midgets breaking into people's houses.
Going what?
Breaking and stealing.
Living.
Stealing.
Why they gotta be midgets? They just happen to be midgets.
Okay.
Niggas getting shot, you better step up on your people. Everybody's good, they don't care about us. I know my people go up, ride for me, I'm from the streets. Those crying out like y'all wild now. Trying to rap that nigga out. Talking down from us.
You lost one
Shot down, shot down.
Yesterday, when he felt it, take his body.
It was what?
Take his body count.
They don't care about us. I know my people go up around. Stuff on the streets, can't you see them from the streets? Stuff on the streets, can't you see?
Hello. Yeah. No, I'm at the radio station. I'm on it's playing music right now though. You already? You already know? You got all your stuff out? Yes. Now you just gotta rebuild. You can do it. That actually helps. 40. I mean, so that actually helps. What's that? Think grenade. Man, I ended up deleting his number by accident, so now, yeah, that's how I felt. So we deliver everything. Okay. Like the line terrorism. Yeah, my show's until 11. I don't know. I would have to count the time. I'm still trying to build my board up. Okay. Perfect. That's like right here. Perfect time. Oh, baby, what y'all about to do? I'm just kidding. It's cold. Man, so bring a little space heater up with us. Or a blanket. No, it is space heater. I said it with you. Like, all wrapped up. It's crazy. Very helpful. I ain't got her first name. Can you look up the first African American woman to become a neurosurgeon because it cut off her first name, so all I got is her last name. Her last name is Canady, Canay. What's she creating? She's the first black female neurosurgeon. Gracias. What's up, y'all? We are back from our break of music. definitely like everything that we played. If you did, let me let you know we played. We had Streets by K. Walker. We had Sunny Boy by Baby Jen. We had Hip Hop Isn't Dead by Tone KGB Capone. And we had Jeff by Hayes Paladin, the General. Okay, if you got some music and you would like to get your music played, you definitely can. All you gotta do is send me an email at hiphophumanismradio@gmail.com and put in the subject your stage name and attach your music. Okay, they gotta be in the form of MP3s. As long as they're MP3s, I can make sure that they get played on the station if I like them. So I definitely invite you to do that. Again, the number is Again, the email where you can send these songs to me if you want me to listen to them is hiphophumanismradio@gmail.com. hiphophumanismradio@gmail.com. So remember, I told you there's a lot of good things that's going on in the Black community. So I'm gonna let y'all know some of these things. Okay, I'm gonna tell you some current things and tell you some past things. So, when it comes to our history and us being talked about, a lot of times we are put in a negative light, and it's very unfortunate. But we are not only doing negative things, we have African Americans that are doing wonderful things out there in our community. So we always want to make sure that we give a shout out to them and just share what's going on with all of that good stuff. I'm trying to get my camera ready here. I'm trying to record at the same time, so please bear with me while I do that. Sis, share with us some of the things that you want to talk about this evening.
One thing I wanted to talk about is it's a couple like different movies. I feel like every little kid, every black little kid, whatever the case may be, Anglo-Saxon, all those good things, should watch. First off, Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston. Gotta watch it. Impossible. Yeah, you know.
Impossible.
The Wiz. Crowlands.
Oh, that's my movie.
Everybody should see Roots. I know a lot of people don't like to, show all that type of stuff. They feel like it may be gruesome. They feel like, but I feel like kids still need to know where we came from.
And then we part of our American history.
Yeah, we got The Color Purple. And then another one is kind of like a little kiddie movie, but let them watch My Friend Martin. That movie, I think I watched that in like 5th grade, I want to say.
I've never seen that.
Good movie.
My Friend Martin.
It's about this kid. I think if I remember correctly, he kind of travels back in time and he gets to meet Martin Luther King and see the type of things he's been through and kind of get like a first-hand feel with Martin Luther King went through. So that was definitely a good movie.
Oh, cool.
And then I had a couple books. A book that my grandmother bought me when I was younger was The Skin I'm In. That book is by Sharon G. Flake. And then she also had me read Chicken Soup. Chicken Soup was my best. Like, I loved every Chicken Soup book. That's what we need to get kids back into reading. They need to know these words in these books just like they know these lyrics in these rap songs.
Okay. Like rap songs that most of them shouldn't even be rapping.
Exactly. Like, if you see, that's all you see on your TL, little kids rapping something about nonsense. That's basically what it is. And then you should just read any book by Sharon G. Flake. She's a really, really good author. So check her out.
So y'all definitely want to check her out. Her name is Sharon G. Flake.
Sharon G. Flake.
All right, so you definitely want to check out that book by her. So let me tell y'all about some African American achievements. So Stephen Reed, okay, he got sworn in not too long ago. He is the first African American mayor that Montgomery, Alabama has ever had. So that goes to show that there's definitely some changes that's going on in Alabama. A lot of us know that Alabama doesn't have the best track record when it comes to racism. So the fact that they've elected someone of color, maybe they got something going in the right direction down there. So that's definitely really, really awesome. So something that I found out today, the first African American female neurosurgeon, her name is Alexis Irene Kennedy. I hope I said it right. Canady. Okay, she was one of the first African American female neurosurgeons. Yeah, we out here knowing neurosurgeons and surgery and all of that. Very, very bright. So we have this cafe that this woman, her name is Vanessa Braxton, made. It's called Black Mama Tea and Cafe, and she said she created it because she wanted to inspire others that look like her. So I thought that was really cool that she came up with her business, just to inspire others in her neighborhood. So I really thought that was really awesome. If you're into cooking, especially African cuisine, lately I've been thinking about getting into, trying out African cuisine and stuff like that. So I found her. Her name is Sweet Ajule. It's spelled ADJELEY. Sweet Ajule. And you can look her up on Facebook. And I mean, she is so cool. Like, she has the African dishes down. She showed me how to make cornstarch. Like, she is like just watching her video. She has such a beautiful, bubbly personality. So that's definitely someone worth looking into. Again, that's Sweet Ajile. It's ADJELEY, and you can look her up on Facebook. A book that I saw that I thought was really awesome, and I think that we should check out is. Damn, I forgot to check my time. It's on commercial. I wonder how much over I went over. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll come back to it. Those that can see me. I didn't look at my board. I was too excited to let everybody know what was going on, right? I don't understand why this happened. It's weird and listening, right?
This hour almost pretty much flew by. 9:30.
I know, right? It did. I'm gonna need to put a little more time though. I wonder how much it costs. I'm gonna have to add more. I move it up so I can. Yeah, we were just talking on. I don't know what they heard last night. Well, the debt solution, that was, let me see. So they heard most of what I said. So I ain't got to run it back too far. Sweet Ajile. I want to make sure they heard about her because I think she is so awesome. Her name is cool, right? Sweet Ajile. I look fat today. Things that girls say. I wonder if guys don't ever say that.
Probably not.
But guys, I feel fat today.
They come out pregnant in the titties. They don't care. Not outside.
They do have a little more self-esteem, I say, in that regard. That's because I think women are more lenient when it comes to that kind of stuff. I think men are more lenient too, but it be women that think they're not.
I don't know. I always have to work out my titties out when I'm outside. So I'm saying public like that just should be a ticket.
Oh, you mean against them?
Yes, that should be a ticket.
Yeah.
Kids out here.
Say
Hey,
what?
over there. Like, what?
Who taught you that? Hey, come here.
It's a video on Facebook. It's
Hey,
this little girl.
I'm on the radio from 9 to 11, okay? Can you hear me? I hate the phone in their house. It's so strange.
So the teacher like, give me words that end with A, and the little girl's like, lesbian. And he's like, what? He's like, okay, another word with a. He said pan. She was like, no. Grace said lesbian. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I was just trying to let them know I'm on the radio. They called. You let them know I'm on the radio. I'm fine, ma'am. I'm on the radio. Can you let them know, please? Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello? Can you hear me? Alright, I'm on the radio from 9 to 11. Can you relay the message for me? No, I can't. That's the thing. I'm on the radio. Like, I'm actually in the station right now. It's just a commercial. All right, thank you, Mom. I was lost. I don't know how I just lost 8 minutes. That vibrating loud. Yeah. What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Jay Renee, back, and also back with me is my millennial in the building. Say hello, dog.
Hello.
I was talking to y'all so much. I was so excited to give y'all this information, man, that I don't think you heard it all. Like y'all missed a couple minutes of it because the commercial started playing on. So I'm gonna have to run back. I'm gonna start with Sweet and G-Lay, probably because I like her name and because I think she's really awesome. You can follow her on Facebook. It's Sweet, like the sweet to taste, G-Lay, Adjelley. If you're interested in learning some African cuisine, she's definitely show you step by step. She's very has a very beautiful personality. She also knows how to do other things. Like I saw my sister, I learned how like I know how to make cornstarch. Like I don't know when I'll ever need to do that, but I know how to make it watching
I'm
her.
still trying to figure out what cornstarch is. Like I heard it, but I can't put it in my mind.
Cornstarch is it looks like flour and people use it to thicken up their gravies and stuff like that. I don't use it. I use flour for that. I'm not sure the other things that cornstarch are used for. Might have to look that up. We'll look that up and see what that is. But yeah, Sweet and G Lake, find her on Facebook. All my storage is full, of course it is. Adjelley. So definitely look her up if you're trying to learn some African cuisines and stuff like that. A book that I wanted to tell you all about is Up from the Trap. So this book is about how you can come from meager beginnings or deep into the early community where like drugs and violence might be prominent, but you don't have to stay there. It is a trap. It's interesting that we call it the trap, but it is a trap. Like it's a setup to set us up for failure. So this book is really really awesome. I don't think it's that long. If you want to connect with the author, you can do that on Instagram at OL M as in man, ECIAN as in Nancy. All right, that's OLM as in man, ECIAN as in Nancy. And the book is called Up from the Trap. I think that it's a good book for anybody to read. I don't know. I don't believe it's a children's book. It might be like a young adult book, but it's definitely worth a look at just to check it out. I thought it was a really interesting little story, so definitely check that out. Of course, the author looks like us. All right, the fastest woman in the world. Her name is Shelley Ann Fraser Price. She has been, yeah, she do got a long name, and she got some long strides too, because she's known as the fastest woman in the world right now. Okay, so go ahead, girl, do your thing. All right. Urban Reads Bookstore. All right, my sister in love, Tia Hamilton, boss lady. Okay, you can connect with her on Instagram under boss lady. Real dope person. She's got her bookstore that's going to be opening the 29th of this month. If you want to connect with her and learn more about it, it is on Instagram. You can reach her under Urban Reads Bookstore. That's the name of the book. I mean the name of the store, Urban Reads. Urban Reads. So you can reach her on Instagram at Urban Reads Bookstore. All right. It's out of Baltimore. Okay, and one of the urban community. She's big on uplifting and bringing things to our community. And it's all black authors, and a lot of them are incarcerated. If you're interested in hooking up with her, you got an incarcerated author, or you are an author and you're of color, you can definitely also hit her up on Instagram under Urban Reads Bookstores and let her know what you got going on. And she would love to hear from you. Okay, I got to talk to her today. Something very unfortunate happened. She's trying to have coffee at her establishment. Most bookstores have coffee. So she met with this guy who was supposed to supply her with the coffee machines that she needs. When you have a business that's like that, you can't just use a coffee pot from your house. Like it has to be from a business. So, he came and sat with her and they had their meeting or whatever. And it seemed all good. And then later on, like 3 weeks later, he found out via someone else that he didn't want to work for her because he felt like because where her bookstore was, it wasn't going to be successful. The fact that she's giving opportunity to prisoners was going to make it unsuccessful. And the fact that it was all black authors, it was going to be unsuccessful. And he just didn't feel like he should invest his stuff into that. So we definitely want to boycott his ass. So I'm about to tell you what the name of his company is because I do have some red seats, so I can let you know. All right, so the name of their company is Lavazza. All right, so that's Lavazza. All All right, LAV as in Victor, AZZA. The packaging of their stuff is in a blue, pink, and white little container. All right, so they are discriminating against my girl, but guess what? One monkey don't stop no show. So we definitely know that she's still gonna be, get her thing done, and she's gonna work and do what she got to do. And if she can't have coffee the first month or so, I think our people will be fine, especially if she lets them know what happened. I've been trying to connect with some humanist links and just some people to try to help her out because it's definitely absolutely outrageous. So make sure that if you can hear the sound of my voice, that you do not drink their coffee at all. Let's see. Okay, Power Movers out of Delaware is having a holiday sale, 25% off. All right, if you would like to get some moving done, okay, black-owned business, you can definitely hit me up, and I will make sure that you get connected with them. If you want to talk about where they are right now, you can give me a call at 570-763-WNSK. That's 570-763-9675. I know the owner of the company. He's a real decent dude. Very professional. So I would say you definitely should check him out. He's gonna come and move your stuff and get it all intact. You alright over there, Millennium?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sleepy too.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, we having a sleepy little day today, man. It's been one of those days. It's been kind of a long week a little bit. Huh?
and it's cold on top of that cold. They
Oh.
down like I do. Like,
The cold, the cold. Help me with the cold. We trying, man. That cold weather is definitely not one of my favorite things. It's really not. But summer will be upon us soon. Enough.
and we like winter time.
Definitely. Oh yeah, so one more thing before, we got a little bit more time. We have a professor. Now, I hope that I said his name right. Okay. It's Mashudu. Mashudu is the first name. Professor Mashudu Tisfularo. Okay. He's a black man. All right. He has been the first person that has successfully transplanted a 3D printed middle ear bone piece into someone's ear that was deaf, and now they can hear. So he has been the first successful transplant in someone's ear that was deaf, and now he can hear. So yes, our people is doing big things. We've always been smart. We know this, but now you know we're even more smart than you might have known. Today, in 1960, Ruby Bridges was the first African American to attend an all-white school in the South. It's crazy how it was just 1960, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think I remember. Was it that? No, I think it was Brown versus Board.
Oh yeah, that's the one that most people are familiar with, the Brown versus the Department of Education. But yeah, Miss Ruby Bridges, 1960. She was so small, and she had like armed guards around her. And as she walked up to the school, the parents of the children, because they were just like livid. Like, I cannot believe that you're allowing this black person. And they didn't say that. You know what they said. And it wasn't black person.
They might have access to no guns and no crazy.
So they were, hurling obscenities and just, but she braved it out and she did her thing, man. So we thank you very much, Ruby Bridges, for being the first one to integrate the schools and being a brave little girl. We appreciate you. I know, right? I can only imagine how her day was. Because kids themselves aren't evil. It's parents that teach the kids evil. So I'm sure there was a lot of parents that gave a lot of false information and hate to their child. But she definitely made it through, man. And she's definitely appreciated. And if you would like to talk to us, you definitely can. Hit us up at 570-763-WMSK. That's 570-763-9675. What I'm about to do, I'm about to play some old school for you. You're going to go right into the roots, what they do, the actual lyrics of the song. It's one of my favorite roots songs. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play some MC Light. I'm going to play some Craig Mack. And then we're going to come back and holler at y'all some more. So we definitely appreciate y'all staying with us. If you want to connect with us, you can at Hop Humanism Radio at gmail.com. and I am my host, Jay Renee. You can reach out to me on Instagram and Twitter at the Jay Renee. That's THEJYRENE. So I'm gonna go right into this music. I hope y'all enjoy this. I do. And after I play the music, I'm gonna holler at you right quick, and then we're gonna pay some bills. You know we gotta pay some bills. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be back before you know it. I need it. I'm gonna add another 15 minutes. I need another song. I need a song that's 4 minutes long. You got some more stuff to go over? Okay, so yeah, we got like 15 minutes, over 15 minutes of music on the play. So that'll carry us right into 10. Okay? I got so much stuff to tell you, but I can't. Just remind me, okay? But today's the 14th. You gonna go where? Oh, you gonna take mine? You gonna take mine? I'm going to the airport on Sunday. You gonna take mine? She likes to go to the freeway. She don't be drawn. She really don't. Not there. Like really chilling. Like, you know, they be doing a lot of work. She really enjoys it. I'm tired. always say. Not y'all, though, huh?
Shall be hot.
Important changes coming to you too. Yeah, now I'm cold again, so.
Oh, you vaping on you taking your sweatshirt off. I was gonna say, can I see
Put
that?
it on.
Yeah, I was waiting.
I
You
was
got as
that
far as your neck. I was like, yeah. You're not taking
I'm
that.
not that hot. I wish I could tell. It would tell me who came in here. Somebody came in here and left. I feel like it was a spy. I know it was a spy. Let's see. I don't care. Come spy, babies. Huh? Now I'm over 5 minutes. How is that even possible? Oh, you already? You playing a lot of music tonight.
Be careful.
Alright, well, I gotta remove it. You seen that red flashing light?
Mine. Our car's up there.
Oh,
I knew I had
it's your cousin.
Yeah.
You alright?
Great.
Funny, man. So what you got left to talk about?
A lot.
Okay, cool. Let's stop being on you, baby. My stomach don't feel heavy. Yours come before mine, smarty pants.
Not all the time. Sometimes you trigger it.
Oh, blame it on me. Okay.
See, like,
Yeah.
you said you want to do a little Mary J. Blige thing. I was gonna try to do
No,
that.
I don't. Why?
You do. Do a little spin. Like it. Only next time Mary J. Blige.
And you gonna walk around doing the dance now? I'm done with you. What you gonna wear? Some high boots?
And then some little, like,
Yeah.
my legs are too short for them high boots.
Why you say that?
I like heels. I just don't like long boots.
So you think they make you look chopped up?
Extra small, extra small. Like my torso runs straight into the, like, my knees.
You bust shot. You know what they call you?
No.
You said
Midgets. Midgets.
You are not a midget.
If I was 5 foot even, or like, I think it's like 4'11" is the cutoff for midgets.
I thought it was 4'9". Sure, not 4'9".
I'm ready to push out. I feel like you're sitting in a tent or like a tiki hut.
Why you feel like that?
Because it's cold. Like we outside still, but we're inside.
Damn, dude. You want my scarf?
How long is the scarf?
It's not one of my super big ones. Sorry. You know I can't throw now. My forehead. Why is my forehead so big?
With 2 hands.
Look at it. See, that's
Both
what
of them same.
I have a 5 head.
So why?
I have a 5 head. Sierra, do you have a 5 head too?
No, she's got a regular size. You want this? Cool.
Woody Guthrie. Wow.
best educated, best equipped, best prepared troops refuse to fight. Matter of fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch than fight.
Power. Pretty bright lights in here, right? You can turn them off. They would be in the dark. You can't nobody see it. I was about to say somebody coming in. Somebody keep asking me what something is kick. What's kick?
This is a sex act.
Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Tatiana. What's the lady name that got killed by the police officer in her own home? You know how to pronounce her name? Tatiana. It's it. Your face what? Your face for what?
It's hurting my face.
What hurt your
It's
face?
light. It's giving me like a headache over my eyebrow. What's funny, Sierra?
Oh, my bad. I didn't know
They're
what to
backing
say.
up though. I'm like, what is funny to me? Because it's a light.
Yeah, like it's like what's happening? Mom had permission to say you're poor. And you kids, I don't know what you want already. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee and Mama Millennial, and we are back from a musical break. I hope you enjoyed our throwbacks. We had Public Enemy, some MC Light, and some groups. Somewhere we have some more for y'all. So speaking of Public Enemy, Mr. Chuck D, he's a part of Public Enemy. You can follow him on Twitter if you like at Mr. Chuck D. He has been awarded the 2019 Woody Guthrie Prize, and what that is given to artists that speak up for the less fortunate through their art. So shout out to him, congratulations. I'm definitely not surprised that that's something that he got. He definitely has been doing that since he came out. We just listened to the song "Fight the Power," you know what I mean. So he's definitely been talking about it for a long time. He kind of went from being more in the struggle, and as a black man, he's still in the struggle, but he has a bigger platform where he can, help out others. So we definitely appreciate that. He hasn't forgotten about us down here. I hope I'm saying her name right. Tatiana Jefferson. The young African American woman in Texas that was murdered by the police officer. Well, he's been arrested and charged for murder. So that is a great thing. I hope that he gets convicted, and it's not just like, hey, let's charge this guy so everybody in Texas can go crazy.
10 years. You already know what it is. They get 10 years for murdering people now.
It depends who you murder. That's the thing.
It depends on who you are. I feel like you commit a murder.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on who you are, and it depends on who you murder. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm sitting here looking at this camera. My face is pretty flat. That's interesting. But my millennial has some stuff for you. Yeah, this weird moment that happens around here sometimes. So she's gonna share some more information with you. So what you got?
It's not really, I guess you can call it information, but one of the things that I feel like this is speaking to black parents, take interest in what your kids are interested in. Yeah. Like if your kid likes to sing, your kid likes to play music, if they like to draw, take interest in those things. But you never know, those might be the tools they use to take care of you in old age. You can take them singing lessons, dancing lessons, all that, and then you want to create a safe place for your kids. One of the things I noticed, like when we growing up, my mom was a little bit more old school. And for me, I feel like not having that safe space for me caused me to do a lot more sneakier things. Okay. It was more of, I was scared to get caught. Like I didn't feel like all the time, like it was a safe place for me to tell my mom everything. Right. And it was like kind of benefit for me in a way though, because I still had my older sister. I had you around me, so I was still able to kind of tell you things, right. But it was still like my older sister.
You could have told me more than you realized. It took you some time to say, oh, she really, yeah, But I'm glad that you did have a little comfort with me. Yeah, I remember some of our conversations. There was one conversation we had. I ain't gonna go into detail, but I wanted to run up the wall and do a backflip into the ground. But when I was talking to you, I was very calm and comforting and all the things that somebody needs when talking to them. So I'm glad that you could find that in me. But I agree, people definitely need to create a space, a safe space for their children, and that triggered something in my mind. This mother I seen, she made a book for her and her daughter, and she was like, "This book, I want you to write anything in here that you want to talk about that you might not want to talk to me face to face, and I'll answer back to the book." So I thought that was pretty neat. It made me think about the book that we had. So I thought that was a pretty neat idea, So creating safe spaces, I think that's very, very important. What else you got?
And then I had let your kids dream. Because, if you think about it, once your child is out into the world is going to be tough enough on them as it is. Uh-huh. So I think you should, like I said, invest in those dreams. And, a lot of people, their biggest thing is, I don't know if it's their kids listening, but Santa. That's one of their biggest things. Santa is real, okay? Santa is real. Right. Let your kid believe in Santa, Tooth Fairy for as long as they possibly want to hold on to that innocence. Because once it's gone, it's gone. Yeah. And you're going to be looking at them like, I wish you think about them days where you kept trying to say X, Y, and Z to them, and you kept enforcing that this is this and this is that. And now they don't got no imagination. All they want to do is run the block and be outside and do all this unnecessary.
Right. Because then let them stay a child.
Exactly.
I do agree that you should let a child stay innocent. If I have children, when it comes to the Santa Claus thing, I can't say I'm gonna let that one swing. I don't know about that. But I don't celebrate Christmas, so it's a little different. You know what I mean? But I don't know what I do in that instance. I know what I can say that I would do. You know, but who knows? But
Or if you don't want to let them believe in Santa Claus, teach them Kwanzaa.
or something, right? Like, give
Kwanzaa,
them
like
something.
I'm thinking about, trying to get into that side and see what Kwanzaa is about. Just because, it's everything African American, you want to be promoting it and stuff, Why not give it a chance?
True.
Let's see. I had a couple things. Oh, for people out there that are having multiple sex partners, condoms. And the number one thing, if nothing else, know your status and know your partner status. Because there is nothing worse than an STD. Okay, something that you can't get rid of, something that's untreatable, something that is going to follow you for the rest of your life. And nowadays they have STDs that don't have no type of symptoms, no type of nothing, where you won't even know you have it until you're definitely sick and there is nothing they can do but make you comfortable. Let's see. What else? I was kind of leaning towards a female president. I was kind of trying to put that out there, like we should have a female president, but women are emotional. We way too emotional. Like I was watching this thing where this guy was like, we should have a female president, but he was like, as a female, we might get upset and it's like, you know what, I'm sick of this country, blow these motherfuckers up. Like I'm just going to send war over, like I'm upset, like I'm about to do something drastic. So maybe
I don't think that. I think when it comes to a female president, I think that whoever she is, she's going to be mindful that people are going to expect her to not be able to control it emotionally. So I think that I know it will motivate me to hold my shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Because they already expect me to see a female, they're like, yeah, she ain't gonna be in here long.
Yeah, that's something they used to do in the army to me. Like very often, just because I was a female, I had just like stereotypes. Like they just thought I was weaker and I was lazy and all this stuff. So instead of becoming that stereotype of crying about it, I felt like I needed to show you, oh, you think I'm stupid, do you? Okay, so it made me better at my job. So, I'm like this, you think I'm lazy. It made me work harder, you know what I'm saying? So I think, and I personally, I think men are more emotional. Okay, if you hear inside my voice and you want to get on this, you can definitely call us 570-763-WMSK. That's 570-763-9675. But yeah, I think men are more emotional. I think that they're more emotional, but they hide their feelings and they only have happy or mad. But they actually do have the other ones, but they don't know how to say that. Most of them, well, I'll say some might be more fair. Don't know how to say that. Like, I'm hurt and sad inside. It's like, I'm so angry. Like, nah, you actually are hurt, okay? I think they're more emotional. I think that's why when a man breaks up with a female, I think that's why they move on quicker, because they need somebody to fill the void. I think, for example, Black Ink Crew, watching that, you got two grown men on there, mad at something that they have done thousands of times over, okay, thousands of actually, but maybe dozens. Okay, at least a handful of times. And they feeling sitting in the car, don't want to get out the car. That's an emotion. They just use a different word for it, ego. So it's a man emotion. So don't say he's being an emotional little bitch. It's his ego. You feel me? Don't get me started. I don't want to make nobody upset. But that's just my personal opinion. Lots of crybabies. I could go deeper into that, but I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, crybabies. I'm going to leave it there. What else you got?
Another thing I was talking to you about in the bar etiquette. So one thing is, my sister always told me that you never drink anything that you haven't watched be poured. Like if you didn't see everything that's going into that drink, that's not for you, sis. Then we got never sit your drink down. You sit it down, it's a dub. You might as well go down as much as you can before you go on. If you really care about that, whatever you done spend, $10, $15, whatever you done spent, you better drink as much as possible.
True. You better get it.
And then I had, if 3 females go in, 3 females go out. The way they kidnapping us nowadays, like, you better tell me something. You can't just disappear because I'm stopping the party. Hey, where my friend at? She got on this dress. I'm going to grab the mic. Like, we finna make a public announcement right now. If you don't tell me something, I look around and you ain't here.
True. That's one thing. When I used to go to the club, I always left my friends. It wasn't no, hey, I'm finna go with this dude. Like, nah. Like, before before we even got to drinking, before we went outside, we're like, hey man, everybody coming home together. We ain't doing it. Like, yes, that was it. That was, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's really important to, like, people just like nowadays, people don't be looking out for their friends. Like you hear a couple of different stories that's happened this year of their friend was there and like stuff like this one, the girl that died at the hotel, they found her in the freezer. There was this one instance that this girl was at the club and she was actually sexually assaulted. She was raped in the club on the dance floor with her friends around her, and like nobody's like, why aren't you paying attention? Like I would be paying attention to my friend slumped over,
Exactly.
looking like lifeless. Like you know what I mean? Even if I was drunk, like come on, man.
That brings me to the golden rule, though. The golden rule of all of those is only go to the club with females that when you hit that little SOS, like I don't care what kind of music is going on, I don't care if you're at a rave and everybody is banging their heads against the wall, they need to hear that call and they need to know that it's time to activate. Right. That means getting here where I'm at, there's some shit going on, no question asked. You only hang out with people you know that's gonna ride for you if something go down. You can't hang out with a little sensitive this person that's gonna be all in the back while you get punched in the face and jumped on by 4 or 5 females. Like no.
Yeah.
You leave her scary ass at the house. She one of the friends you just, come over, watch a couple movies, see you now, drinking the house type friends.
Right, yeah, man. You gotta put people where they belong. You definitely gotta be careful out here. Not just women, but we are more susceptible because, two strong guys will have an easier time getting a female in their truck than a male. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta pay attention to your surroundings, man. I had talked about this on another show, like, trying to get all your stuff done during the day. If you do have to go out at night, try to have somebody with you. Or if you can't, let somebody know where you're going. Even if it's just two people going out, let somebody know where you're going so they can say, hey, this is where they told me they were going. So the police to have somewhere to start. If it is nighttime, you want to park under one of the lights, in parking lots, how they have the lights when it's like Walmarts and stuff like that. You want to make sure that was weird, right? You want to make sure that you park by one of the lights. You want to park close to the building. If you ever, if you're trying to park somewhere and you see some white vans, never park in between two vans. Don't have to necessarily be white, but never park in between two vans. If you park when you come outside and you see that your car is next to a van or closed in by two vans or something like that, don't go see your car. As one of the associates out of the store, a lot of stores, somebody will walk you outside or call a friend and let them know what's going on. Set your alarm off. Make some noise.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just let the roo go off until you walk up to your car. Because everybody looking. Like, what's going on over there? Yes, everybody looking at you now. So you got to be safe, Check out the laws of your state. Some states you can carry a weapon, as long as it's not concealed. In some states, when it comes to blades and knives and stuff like that, each state has different laws. So you want to definitely check out the laws of your state so you're not breaking the law, trying to protect yourself. Get you some mace. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to be very aware of what's going on with you. If you're like really, really drunk, you might not want to be outside, just out there. You know what I mean? You might want to go on and get yourself home or become heavily intoxicated at home. You know what I mean? Because when we drink, we have a tendency not to pay attention as much. So, you just got to be careful and mindful of what you're doing, man. So somebody can keep up with you and your family doesn't have to put any posters up on you. We all just trying to be safe. And I've spit this number before. There's over 70,000 Black women and children that are missing. Okay? Yeah.
Actually, with the last number we got, if we really got down to the nitty gritty of it, we probably.
There was this one particular place in St. Louis, man, this little town. Last week I read off some of their names. Like, they are missing so many people from this little area. You know what I mean? Like, it's outrageous. It's like super outrageous, but we don't see any major news about it. That's highly unfortunate. Speaking of that, some apps that you parents might want to know about. I'm not familiar with all of these, so feel free to Google them. But if you are a parent, you want to check them out. We got Hot or Not, Bumble, Live Me. I do know what Live Me is. I used to have a Live Me. Oh, I need to get back into that. I liked it. Live Me was kind of fun. for adults. Okay, meet me. You got Kick, that's Kik. Holla, and I wrote Kick again. I don't know why I wrote Kick Titus, but that's just a few apps. Which one are you familiar with, sis?
I've heard of Kick and Live Me. That's about it. Or Live Me.
Yeah, Live Me. I used to have a Live Me account. The thing about Live Me is when you go on there, you can connect with anybody. Like, okay, so you go on there, everybody has their live feeds up. So you scrolling through and you can go to any of them that you want to. So it's very easy for minors to end up, talking to people they shouldn't be talking to and stuff like that. I do know that about Live Me. It doesn't really, like, I've never seen nobody nude on there. I think that's against the community rules, but it does have a lot of risky stuff on there, and I do know that predators use a lot of different avenues to try to hurt our babies. So what is the Kick one? I keep hearing about it.
It's a messenger app where you can kind of like just message one person, or you can also do like a group message. It's kind of like a lot of people are familiar with WhatsApp. Is that what it's called?
That WhatsApp app or WhatsApp? I've heard of that too.
So that's pretty much basically what it is. It's just like a text-free app. Because you can text for free, you get like a little Kick number and all that good stuff. So it's like for people, some people are in the Wi-Fi zone, where your phone only working Wi-Fi. It's one of those apps. You get Kick, get you some Wi-Fi.
Already suspicious, isn't it? I'm just saying. That's not fair. Sometimes you don't have Wi-Fi. Sometimes people don't have it. So I ain't going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But I will say that if you meet somebody and they're not trying to give you a phone number and they're just trying to give you one of these apps as a phone number, you should pay attention to that. Okay?
And that's how a lot of scammers get you too. They'll send you those things from a little WhatsApp, the text-free app. That's what they send it from. And you don't know it's the text-free number, so you go ahead and call it and shit.
Somebody, one of my good friends, somebody had called her and was talking about how the law was looking for her and they was about to send the people to a house if she don't send them $250 from some old settlement and stuff. And she going crazy, and I'm like, damn, I don't think it's real. I don't really think it works that way. You know what I mean? She tried to call her people back. It's like the text now.
Exactly.
Said, scam alert. So yeah, any business that's legit, most likely isn't gonna have a text now number. I'm just saying.
And the hours that they respond back, like ain't nobody no business texting you back at 8 or something at night and shit like that.
Yo, let me tell you, that reminds me of a story. So it was these people trying to scam me, and they sent me a number, and it was like text only, right? So of course, me being me, I called the number, and this African man answered, and I was like, oh hey, yeah, I just act like I was interested. He was like, yes, when you get the account number, you want to text it to me, and I was like, how come they told me only to text you? Why I couldn't call you? Like I'm talking to you right now, and I called him at like nighttime, so I doubt he thought it was me, and plus it said only text, so he probably thought like he don't know who it was.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think I had woke him out of his sleep and stuff, and I was just like, man, there's so many scams out here, yo. You got to be careful, because people trying to steal your money, they don't want to make their own. They want to take yours. So keep getting your kids' business. Check out their apps on their phone. Back when I was growing up, cell phones wasn't a problem for parents, and neither was we didn't have Facebook and stuff yet. Like by the time Facebook came out, I think I was grown. You know what I mean? Because so it was just different. But so now we live in an age where it's so much information and so many different ways to get access to it. So we want to make sure that we just paying attention to what the kid is doing, man. Because there's so much stuff out here. Somebody trying to snatch them, someone trying to do something to them. Just got to be very, very, very careful. Stay in your kids' business. I seen this thing on Facebook, and it was like, when should a parent get out of their kid's business or something? And they were like, yeah, once they're grown.
Because when I was younger, I wasn't no 12-year-old. I wasn't having no Facebook and all that. Like, that was dead. Like, I don't feel like your child should have a social network. For what? Who are you going to talk to?
Who are you talking to? Go to school.
They all in the same class.
That's the thing. Kids have cell phones now.
I understand the cell phone thing, because sometimes the cell phone can be the life or the death situation. Like there was a little girl where she was in a car with her little brother. Her dad had went to the store, and some lady literally jumped in their car, and she saw the car running and tried to take the kids over the border. But thankfully, the little girl had her dad's cell phone at the time. She was playing a game, so she was able to call the cops. So I kind of see where they get, with little kids having cell phones. They don't need no touchscreen, but they can get a little prepaid little phone where, listen, if something go on, you can call them.
Do you remember? I'm sure they still make them the phone that was made for kids to where it only has certain numbers that it could call.
I remember, but it seemed like they trying to fade it out.
Called the church?
I don't know.
I thought it was called church.
It's trying to fade it out really fast.
Well, if y'all know the name of it and you can hear the sound of my voice, guess what? You can call and tell us 570-763-WSK 570-763-9675. So now we're just talking. We about to play some more music for y'all. We're going to play some unsigned artists, all right? We're going to play some more Hayes Paladin in general. I'm going to play some Tone KGB Capone. And I have two songs on here that I'm about to play. I believe they're by the same artist. If you hear this song and it's you, or if you hear this song and you know who it is, please let me know who it is because I lost the person's name and I would love to say his name. But I'm going to play his songs anyway. I like his songs. So if you want to talk to us, you definitely can. 570-763-WNSK 570-763-9675. If you have any input, ideas, music, businesses, or anything like that, and you want to connect with me and see what we can do together and see if I can play your music or promote you, hit me up with an email, hiphophumanismradio@gmail.com. It's hiphophumanismradio@gmail.com. So here go these unsigned artists for y'all. Hope you enjoy. After that, we will be back. We almost done, but we're not. We got 40 minutes, right? I'm hot, man. I need to go out in the You tired? I know, baby. I know you tired, baby. You said no? You don't want it? Let me look at my app. It's nowhere near time. Is it already? Why did we just lose like that? It don't seem like it'll be 28 days, Dad. 8 days. You got some time, boo. Aren't you happy?
Yeah, I will come before my birthday.
Me too.
Before the 23rd.
It's only the anniversary on the 23rd. It can come on after,
2
right?
years, yeah.
So before or after? No. You don't want it at all. You want it, yeah. I don't know.
Get rid of it all.
What's the 8 days? 8 days is the 22nd. So it's going to come before, I think. This thing says, listen, I was her side dude for 6 years, and now we happy as fuck. I played my role and stayed down. Then one day I finally got the call that I'm her man. Fellas, just because she belongs to somebody else, don't mean she ain't really meant for you. Go get your woman. Oh God, what is happening on here now? This is people your age. Do you realize how different you are from them?
Yes.
I'm so glad you are. I think I will cry myself to sleep at night if you was rapping. Yeah. I would feel like I failed, and I would be so sad. I didn't even see the start though. He happy though. So what happens? I don't get it. Spies. We had a spy tonight. Hey, spy, come back. They got this video of this girl French kissing her dog.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? And you know what she looked like, don't you? She was beige. Mm-hmm. What is beige, Spanish? No. No, beige behavior. I'm sure her dog hates her. That's Ashley. Oh, you know who it is? At Dr. Phil. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I want to know. Yeah. There's some weird people in the world, man. Yeah, they need to go take this dog from her. I think that she's probably abusing this dog. You can't make me feel like she's not. want to start sneezing again, man. I sneezed for like 3 days straight. It was crazy, yo. They said a lot of transgender or I can't remember if it's like all of them or the ones that transition from female to male, but a lot of them are wishing they never did it.
You see this one where a guy, his name was originally like Aaron, but he changed sexes but froze his sperm while he was a guy so he can have his own kids. So now as a female, like the female reproductive organ.
Oh, so he got a transplant?
Huh?
He got a uterus transplant?
Mm-hmm.
So
but he froze the sperm while he was a guy, so now he can use the sperm to have the kids.
So where the eggs coming from?
Yeah, I guess that's him transitioning to a
His
female.
child got issues. Can't really like they can transport a uterus, so they can carry, but I don't know if they can transport ovaries that way. But they made me forget what I was gonna say. But yeah, they said a lot of them are wishing they never did the transition. Why? I don't know if they, I think that extensive. I don't know. I don't think it's something that people should just do all fast. It's something you should definitely think about for a while.
Maybe we're gonna be like, I'm just gonna right now.
Yeah. 32, so it's a long time. Alright, night.
The first hour went by so fast.
It's 10:30. Or it's past that, 10:32.
Early.
Burn!
Mama, I love you.
I
I never know when we had mom. Like, that's when we lit.
What?
Mom.
What about mama?
Queen Bee. Come to the show.
What she gonna say? She ain't gonna say nothing. What can we talk to her about? Oh yeah, I want to say she wouldn't be on the radio. What subject can we talk about?
We got 2 shows to think about it.
Yeah.
But not just the next one, but the one after, she said.
Yeah, after this song, we'll be back on here.
Parenting. What she feels like parenting is missing nowadays. Like
Okay.
the kids that she see around her neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. You still got some more stuff, right? I'm ready to lay down. I swear I'm ready to lay down.
I don't think we do.
What is it like to be sisters?
I like that man go around. That guy go around helping different kids with disabilities.
Yeah, he seems like a really decent dude. What's up, y'all? It is your girl, J. Renee, and my millennial poetry baby in the building. We are back after playing some music for y'all. We played some unsigned artists. If you're an unsigned artist and you would like to get your music played, you most definitely can. And if I like it, you can send it to me at hiphophumanismradio@gmail.com. hiphophumanismradio@gmail.com. If you would like to hear the sound of my voice, if you'd like to hear the sound of my voice, you're here now. But if you'd like to hear the sound of your voice, like to hear the sound of my voice, WMSK Online Radio is always looking for jazz, gospel, entertainment, fashion, Latin, Caribbean, community, and other types of shows. So if someone you know or if you are interested, please give us an email at WMSKonlineradio@gmail.com. That's WMSKonlineradio@gmail.com. You can link up with WMSK via Instagram at WMSKonlineradio.com, and you can link with us on Twitter at WMSK Online Radio. We got 30 minutes left in our show. Me and my sis are sleepy, but we are still here for the people. Okay, what you said, back in black? You want to do your catchphrase thing again? For the ones that didn't do your show when I got that. Oh, you gonna have it down. Okay. Je ne sais quoi? That's a cool word. If you don't know what that means, I should look that up. Focus Movers, affordable moving rates, fast and reliable service, free moving quotes, commercial and residential, local and long distance, last second and emergency moves. It's locally owned, so it's right here in Baltimore, and they have a 24-hour call center. You can call today at 443-506-7905. That's 443-506-7905. So my dear millennial, I know you got some more stuff for her. She on it tonight, doggone it. You know, she got all the stuff over there. So what you got to share with us, my love?
Let's see. Black people. We have got to stop killing each other, and we just got to stop killing each other. Like, if you think about it, we can talk about the man. The man ain't got to do nothing. The man is sitting up in his office, looking out the window, watching you shoot your brother, shoot your sister, shoot your nieces and nephews. Like, all they really doing is planting the seeds. Like, if you think about it, like, I was riding over East Side the other day, and I can't think of what street it's on, but, like, in the middle of their row houses is a funeral home. Mm-hmm. Like, that to me speaks volumes. Like, it's literally on the street like it's another house.
Right.
And if you think about it, they put up everything. It's like a big square. We got the liquor stores. We got the tobacco, anywhere you can buy tobacco from the corner stores. We got smoke shops. Then you got the fast food restaurants. Again, like I said, the funeral homes, and we got the gun shops. They all are generally in one area. They pretty much build it up around us, and here we are dead smack in the middle, and still saying the man. Like, it's really, it's not the man. Like, who is this man that y'all, this invisible man that obviously every black person has in their head? Like, no, stop saying the man. You're the man. You're the woman. Every action that you take is reflected upon you. It's something that you chose to do. It's not because, oh, I'm oppressed, oh, I'm this, the system is set up to make me feel like, as black people, we got to get out of that mindset. The system is made for us to fail. Like, granted, you know, they got little things that's a little jaded and everything's not always equal, but if we get out of the mindset of saying that they're setting us up for failure and get into the mindset of we will not fail, then we really ain't got nothing to worry about. Because, like, honestly, we as black people, we will not be exterminated. Like, let's put that out there. We will not be exterminated. That's pretty much what they're doing to us, and we're doing it to ourselves. So it's like, at the rate we're going, 2024, when Kanye talk about radical president, ain't gonna be no more black people. And honestly, no, I take that back, because the way we're reproducing is outrageous. So I can't even really say there ain't gonna be no more black people. But in this instance, like, if the generation that's coming up after us, we need to teach them. We need to be the example. We can't just let them fall by the wayside and let them believe that everything is about getting quick money and, excuse my language, everything about bitches, drugs, guns, alcohol. Like, that's all you hear. That's all our children are hearing. Like, if you think about it, these kids is telling us what they need from us. If you think about it, they know every lyric to a rap song. So why are we not changing the messages in the song?
Right.
Why are we not being that example for them? We just allow them to listen to the music and just, oh, that's so cute. We smile about it when Lil Raekwon talking about bitch. Like, no, that's not cute about that. There's nothing cute about your 5-year-old son talking about be this, I'm gonna do that. Like, no, like that's not it. Yeah. And then you get upset when he getting in trouble in school or he doing X, Y, and Z.
Saying the same stuff you done said.
Exactly. The same thing you don't let him listen to. It was okay in your company. Now he went to school and embarrassed you in front of white folks and shit. And you want to go up there and fighting on him. When you let that shit go at home, that's where it started. It always starts at home. And then, what was another thing? Social media is not real, okay?
Say it again.
Social media is not real. Like, I understand, like, a lot of people, they was cyberbullying. Like, when I was growing up, there wasn't no cyberbullying.
Nope.
Log the hell off.
Hello.
Like, I'm not saying, it's not real, and my heart goes out to the people that may have ended their life due to it, but social media is not real. You can log off, they got block buttons, they got unfriend buttons. Hell, delete the whole app. If it's really making you feel like that, just hold the little button, and the thing will come up on your phone, say uninstall. If you got iPhone, it come with a little X next to it. Click the X, it's gone.
Yeah.
You ain't never got to talk to Shaquita, Jaquan, none of them, no more.
I deleted Facebook once. And I have to, at first it was kind of hard, but then it wasn't. And then I was good. Like, you know what I mean? So all you gotta do is log off. All you gotta do is delete the app. If you got someone that's bullying you or trying to, do this, that, and the other, block them. And if someone comes bring you to 10, you ask them, hey, I don't really want to hear that, and they block their ass too.
Exactly.
Block is your best friend, and so is delete. Don't let these apps drive you crazy, yo. Like, I promise you, it's really not this serious. And like, so many people are in the internet perpetrating a fraud, man. They're not worth it. Your real friends care about you, and it would never do anything to make you want to delete your social media. What else you got, sis?
Allowing your kids to be book smart. Like, as a kid, growing up, I love to read. That is something that we need to get back into. Like, that TV, like, it sounds all fine and dandy, let your kid watch TV, but pick up a book. Like, that is a major, major thing, because you can watch TV all day long, but some of these words in this book, these kids are getting stuck on, and they shouldn't be. Like, they be simple words, like, the TV is not it. It's teaching them, but it's not at the same time. Let them read a book. It can start off with, like, I started off with Junie B. Jones, or I read I think it was like The Magic Tree House. Like I said, Chicken Noodle Soup was one of my books. I read Begging for Change. Also, another book as a young adult, what is it? The Adventures of Ghetto Sam. Kwame T. Check that out. The Adventures of Ghetto Sam and The Glory of My Demise. It's a 2-in-1 book. Very good book. Very interesting. It definitely will keep you reading. I think I finished it, I want to say, in 2 days.
Yeah, you did it really, really fast.
Yeah, I was in there. I'm at work, like, I ain't even looking at nothing but the book. Like, got to the point where my coworker was like, what are you reading? I'm like, oh, this book right here, this is Kwame T. I just hold it up like this and stuff with the little band of white underneath.
For sure. Y'all should definitely check him out.
Dutch, I think it's a part 1 and a part 2. Definitely check them out. That's going to get T. Hamilton. 3? T. Hamilton, I will be seeing you. Said you ain't gonna make no money, you got my money, sis. I'll be right there. It's getting all my black dollars.
Definitely want to support our Urban Reads bookstore that's opening up in Brooklyn. It will have books by Kwame T, as well as other incarcerated artists and black artists, period.
Baltimore?
Yep, it's in Baltimore. The grand opening is the 29th. Before that time comes, you will definitely be hearing from me about, the location and all that information. So if you like to read books, I hope that you definitely come and check us out. And I mean, man, like, if you have any kids around you and you see that they're not getting attention that they need or something missing, if you have the ability, help them out. You know what I mean? Like, read them a book, give them some of your time, play with them. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's important, man, and our kids deserve it. Sometimes their parents might work a lot or might not be as intensive, or they might not have the skills that it takes to assist their children. So that's when the rest of us come in. They do have the skills. I'm feeling behind my ear. This has nothing to do with anything. I was not back there. Why don't you check it out, please?
That's how my ears get.
It's not on my ear, though. It's on my...
I know, but I get mine right here.
Yeah.
That's why I get mine. If I wear fake earrings, I get like this real hard knot back there.
On the headboard. Mm-hmm. What is that about? Stay away from fake earrings. I don't really wear them. Like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know.
Even for an hour, just to look cute.
Nah, I can't even wear earrings all day. It's like my ears. Like, what are you doing? Take me out. That's weird. Okay, so what else you got?
See. Another thing is, black people, we gotta get rid of the term white supremacy, and we gotta get rid of what is that thing? Not white supremacy. It was right on the tip of my tongue, and I was ready to say it.
You said these are words we need to get, terminology we need to get rid of.
Yes, white supremacy. And it's another thing. It's like, it's not white power. What is it?
I don't know. Why do you think about that? Tell me about why the white supremacy word should become a word of the past.
Because if you think about it, supremacy is basically to mean superior.
Right.
And as a people, we should never allow anybody to feel like they're superior to us. And it's basically, like, in retrospect, when we put out the word white supremacy, it's like putting them back on that horse. That's the best thing I can say. Allowing them to look down on us, allowing them to feel like we're beneath them, when that's not the case. Like they say, I don't know who everybody's faith is, but I believe in, God or whatever. God made us all equal. He made no mistakes in making you. He didn't make no mistakes in your skin color, eye size, nose color, none of that.
Right.
He made you exactly the way you're supposed to be. So we need to stop letting them feel that they're superior to us.
Right.
Because they shit like we do, they pull their pants to use the bathroom like we do.
Everything is the same.
And when it comes down to being buried in the ground and if somebody dig us up, they ain't gonna know whether we white or black. We're gonna be nothing but bone
dust.
Dust depending on how far we fall. It ain't gonna matter. The only thing they might know is if they look at our bone structure, they might be like, oh, this is a black lady, or this is
right.
But other than that, they're not gonna know. It don't matter.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Got to be with you on that one there.
Another thing we were talking about last show, not the one before this, but the one before that I was actually here, was the gun laws. So I found out that at the age of 21, you're allowed to carry a handgun. But at the age of 18, you're allowed to go purchase a long rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Which to me is kind of interesting because studies had shown, I was looking up, it was saying that parts of the brain responsible for impulse control, judgment, and long-range planning are among the last areas of the brain to fully mature, and in fact may continue to develop into the age 26. So if this is what and this was all in the same article. So you tell us that the part of our brain that allows us to think rationally and not just do things off of instinct do not mature until 26 years old, but you're putting a handgun in the hands of a 21-year-old and you can be 18 and get it. And it also, what got me, it said it's from authorized dealers and non-authorized dealers.
Right.
At 18, you can go fight.
Unauthorized.
What is like? So I can just go up to the man at the corner store because he got guns.
Right. Hey, I need a gun today.
And he's just like, all right, here you go. No. That makes no sense to me, how these gun laws work.
A lot of people always be like, guns don't kill people, people do. Exactly. That's why I think gun laws should be adjusted, not to take away, people's liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness, but just to try to protect us. Like, okay, for example, I don't really know all the details yet. I'll probably know more by the next show. In California, man, somebody at a school was shooting people. You know what I mean? The last time I seen a report, it was 6 people that had been shot. It's probably been more. It started early this morning. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, man. Like, there's no reason why someone 18 years old should have an assault rifle or any type of weapon without, okay, this is how I feel. Like, it's going to take a lot of work, but they need to have a better system when it comes to weapons. Mm-hmm. Like, if the system that they have, if somebody comes in and they're 18 years old, they need to see if they're still in high school. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Mm-hmm. And if they are, they shouldn't get a weapon. If you're a high schooler, if you're 18 or 19, because there's some high schools that are 19, you should not be able to purchase a weapon. That's just my personal opinion. For what? Exactly. Especially an assault rifle. For what? No, sir. You know what I mean? So I do think we need some stuff for gun laws. We're down to our 15 minutes. We're going to finish up with some music, and we're going to pay a couple of bills. You got a couple more things for us, sis? We got about a minute.
I just want to say we will not be exterminated. That's all I want to let all these Anglo-Saxons know. We will not be exterminated.
We will not be exterminated, even though we might be hated. Okay? And regardless of what you do, we cannot be faded.
Oh, and bring back black family businesses. That's... you know how, I feel like back in the day, I can't really say some of my experience, but from watching the older movies and stuff, you can go down to the corner store and see Uncle Jimmy, right? Or see Aunt such and such at the bakery, or see cousin, black businesses, family owned, something to leave behind, when you pass your grandson or this person's going to take over and do this, and invest, plant the seed. Yeah, we definitely have we have a lot more black businesses than we realize, but we definitely do need to continue building up our black businesses. We're about to go and end with some music, and we're going to pay a couple of bills. We definitely appreciate having you here tonight. Again, my name is Jay Renee. I'm your host, one of them. You can reach out to me on social media at the J Renee, THEJYRENE. So thanks for sticking with us. We'll be here, God willing, next week. We're going to have Queen B in here soon.
Yeah, my mom said she's going to come, so that'll be cool. But I want y'all to remember this. If y'all remember nothing else, hip-hop is in the hood. I hope y'all a safe commute wherever you're going. So stay tuned for some more music, you guys, and some more public enemy. We definitely got to play with some stuff too. Y'all have a good night. Good night. Good noise. We did it, and we stayed awake. We did. Oh, you know, there's some people that think Snoop Dogg is just a guy that makes food with Martha Stewart. They don't realize that he used to be a rapper, that he was on trial for murder, like none of that. They don't know none of that. Like, Snoop Dogg, he's not gangster. Like, oh God.
And he was on TV with Martha Stewart. Ain't nothing more right than that. Like, that's because he turned his life around. He had like singing gospel, was high tripping.
He did all kind of stuff.
He was lying now.
He turned Jamaican for a while. I think he was lying. You got some more candy? Yeah. They don't just
Tell them where you're from. Straight out of Cali. Another great ass nigga.
He's going to hole in right exercise that. It's pitch black. No, who's he?
That's what I thought you said.
I'm like, who's he?
I thought you said it's this guy down there in pitch black.
I've been in here a lot faster than that.
You want your sugar? You know how to do the kid in black?
I want to learn.
You really don't know? I'm so sorry. Oh, I see. Me and Devon know how to do it so well. Why you running? Somebody out there?
You don't know anything can come out of dirt.
Girl. Yeah, that's something grab you up out of here if you want to. I'm coming out there with something in my hand.
What if you don't see anything, but you see me being dragged at the hole? Like there's nothing there, nobody there, but I'm just being
still
screaming.
Like I'm still gonna run down the hall and try to grab you. Hey, what you think? I'm gonna say, no, sis, no. No. That's two Instagrams. Since you got two Instagrams, see they're different. The one at top, the one on top, and then the other Instagram got the .com on there.
Oh, I see it.
It's not like feet. Yeah, that's that corn chip good. But
that's sun chips.
They still got corn, don't they? Where the light at out there? Oh, there you go. You found it. You turned it on? The bathroom was clean like one time. Remember that, Sierra? When the dude came and I was like, please excuse the bathroom. The bathroom was like, who was the liar after that? But, Oh my God. Now look at this. You gotta watch the whole thing here. I want you to look at it. You gotta watch the whole thing, okay?
Why?
He
He got up on the bed.
Oh, you see that part? Why did he do that, yo? She moved so quick, like she was mad, like you should be mad.
She like, this what you about to do, that's what I'm gonna do.
He
You gonna
did
stop
that
this
to
whole
be funny.
video.
Why she get up so fast, yo? That's funny.
You did that to me for? Alright. Outside.
Why did he do that?
Make her stop.
It did. It worked, didn't it?
He was like,
And
yep, oh, cut it out.
Video done. She actually said something. What did she say?
Like, damn, you mad. Like, oh my fucking. You see, I told you up, like a baby. What? Like a baby.
We got 7 minutes, baby. Where? Are you serious?
That's right.
Is that one?
Yes.
How is right there? On this?
No.
Oh, okay. Is that what that is showing up?
Yeah.
Why is it up there? There's no food in here.
Because you didn't hear those other people though. No, we didn't. We just didn't.
Yeah, go ahead. Go start the car, baby. I'll be outside in 5 minutes.
Yeah, girl. How about that chair?
You got it? Sleepy butt. I know, baby.
Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low-cost airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-631-1754. 800-631-1754. 800-631-1754. That's 800-631-1754.
Oh, my eyes is itching like crazy. Peace. Y'all have a good night, y'all. Don't forget, hip hop is in the head. I'm glad that y'all came to holler at me. Let me tell you something. Before I put it on, I appreciate y'all very much. Anybody that watches me. I don't get a lot of views now, but I'm hoping that one day as my popularity grows, that y'all will come back and see these and receive them on a positive note. Everything I do is from the heart. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate anybody that deals with me. So y'all keep your head up, take care of them babies, and everything will be good to go. Alright? Y'all have y'all a good night, and don't forget, hip hop is always in the hood. Peace.